Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bert, the physical therapist. Welcome to our Monday night show, the Home Health Contract Show, here inside Alternative Healthcare Career Group. I'm one of the moderators here, and obviously I'm the host of this show. And welcome, and thank you for joining us tonight. We are live Monday, December 7th, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, and 6:30 Pacific. 7:30 Mountain Time. Again, this is your host, Bert Devera, and tonight I have a great topic for you guys. We're going to talk about, is it bad to make a profit as a PT, PTA, OT, OTA, or an SLP? In other words, as a therapist, okay? As a therapist, is it bad to make a profit? Because whether you agree or not, most therapists, most clinicians like myself, we tend to frown upon making a profit, right? We tend to frown upon, wait a minute, we're in the service industry, we're not supposed to make a profit, or we're not supposed to make a ton of money. It's like the, in my opinion, I call it the holier than thou attitude. Like if someone makes a profit, it should be frowned upon, and it's really a bad, it's a bad thing, as if we're not supposed to make a profit. But the thing is, I want you to understand that if you're working right now for someone, if you're an employee, even if you're a solopreneur, right? Profit is very important, right? It is not what we went to school for, right? We went to school to be clinicians. We're clinicians first. It is not what we went to school for. However, if you don't make a profit, I think you will find disappointment as opposed to fulfillment in your career as a therapist. That's just my opinion. And why do I say that? Let me put it this way. We always find fulfillment in every progress we see whenever we see patients, right? Whenever we treat patients, there's always fulfillment. We call it priceless, right? It is priceless when you see a patient that's walking again, when they couldn't walk before, or when you see a patient who has improved their quality of life. That thing is priceless. However, there's a price to pay in the time you put into that patient. Your boss paid you if you're employed, okay? You got to get paid if you're self-employed, either cash or insurance. Otherwise, your sense of fulfillment will turn into a disappointment if you can no longer keep your doors open. That's just my opinion, okay? And that is a fact. If you don't make a profit, how are you going to make your business open? How are you going to put food on the table? How are you going to put gas in your car? How are you going to keep the lights on in your business, okay? You don't go into business to break even. Your employer did not hire you to break even. So if you're making 50 bucks an hour, let's say in an outpatient or hospital or nursing home, 50 bucks an hour, you think your employer is also making only 50 bucks an hour off of you? I don't think so. They don't go into business to break even. This is why you have some productivity, you have some sort of number of patients you need to see. Otherwise, the business cannot stay open. This is why, in my opinion, it is not bad to make a profit. If you're a PT, PTA, OT, OTA, or SLP, you have to. It's a must. You have to make a profit. There's this book called Profit First. I recommend you read that book, okay? You can separate being a clinician and making a profit, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? And I have some quotes prepared for you guys later on about profit. But before we go there, like I said, we're going to change things up tonight. We're going to watch a 10-minute video. Stay with me. And then we're going to discuss, further about making a profit as a therapist. It's a mindset changing topic tonight. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type in your questions in the comment section. And we're going to discuss. We're going to be interactive. We're going to talk about what do you think about making a profit as a therapist. All right. So just sit tight. Let's watch this top 10 Shark Tank entrepreneurs. Their top 10 Shark Tank entrepreneurs and how they made a profit. What were their products and where are they now? All right. So here we go. 10 minutes, guys. Stay with me. All right, Jenny, I don't know if you can make the screen bigger and see if you can hear the sound. I can't hear anything for some reason. Might be a way to, hold on. So share screen and then application and then select the video. I think that's the way we should do it. All right, Jennifer is saying we got some technical difficulties. That's okay. We're gonna work it out. And while she's doing that, let me see. Jennifer, you can probably send me the link here on the private chat. I'm gonna see if I can share it from my end. We'll see how that goes. All right, so while we're fixing the video, just stay with us, guys. I want you to send me some questions in the comment section. What do you think about physical therapists, occupational therapists, making a profit? All right, so all right, there we go. Let me see. Okay, we are having technical difficulties, guys, but we will make it work. This is what entrepreneurs do. We make it work, right? We are therapists. We solve problems.
Only 18 when she made her debut on the show in 2000. Since 2009, Shark.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share some screen here real quick. I'm going to share screen and click application window, and there it is, and share. And there it is. I'm going to play it. Can you guys hear it? Can't hear the sound? All right, this is not working tonight, right? We can't hear the sound. Okay, let's see. Audio. Okay. All right, so let's go on a quick break while we figure this out. Jennifer, go ahead and do a quick break.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. So it looks like we cannot show you the YouTube video tonight, but we're gonna go ahead and discuss, profit. So is it bad to make a profit as a PT, PTA, OT, OTA, or as a SLP? And like I said earlier, it's not. It's based on my opinion, of course, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion, because if you have an employer and they don't make a profit, like I said, they can't keep your job, okay? That is actually one of the main reasons why a lot of layoffs are happening, a lot of furloughs are happening, because most employers nowadays are trying to figure out how they can make a profit when these changes are happening, like PDGM, PDPM, and all that stuff. And so as a therapist, how do you adjust, okay? How can you adjust with all these changes? You know, one of the most common questions I get is, okay, Bert, with this PDGM, is home health contracting still profitable? My answer is yes, we are profitable. You know, we are seeing more patients, okay? And the reason behind is because PDGM doesn't mean you're just gonna drop therapy visits, okay? It just changes the way home health agencies are getting paid, but it doesn't mean that they can scratch off physical therapy as a whole, okay? In other words, PDGM wants home health agencies to have some sort of optimization when it comes to providing therapy visits. Because prior to PDGM, okay, it used to be therapy driven. What it means by that is they count the number of visits and then they get, you know, the amount of money, exact amount of money to reimburse the home health agencies. But with PDGM, it's no longer like that. With PDGM, they give the agency a lump sum amount of money, and now they have to kind of budget that, you know, with nursing, therapy, and everything else, and see and kind of figure out whatever is left or how much is left so they can make a profit, okay? So the home health agency has to make a profit. Otherwise, if they don't make a profit, then they can't stay in business. The outpatient rehab clinic has to make a profit. Otherwise, they can't keep the lights on, they can't keep the doors open. The SNF facility has to make a profit. Otherwise, they can't pay their rehab department, right? You have to make a profit if you're doing cash base or insurance or whatever, whoever's paying you, or wellness or women's health or whatever, right? If you don't make a profit, if you're just gonna break even, like I said, you're not gonna stay in business, okay? So there's really nothing wrong in making a profit, not unless you wanna put up a non-profit entity. What do I mean by that? From the name itself, non-profit entity means you don't care about the profit. You know, you get donations. Of course, you pay salary to whoever is running the non-profit, from the president to the vice president, treasurer, based on the donations you get. But most therapy practice are not non-profit, okay? We have to make a profit in order to stay in business, okay? So let me share with you guys some quotes tonight that I got about profit. Let me share this. And I think this is something really, really good, something to think about. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here real quick. There it is, and boom. Okay, let's do this. Okay, can you see my screen, Jennifer? Yes? Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger. I'm gonna play. Okay, profit isn't a purpose, it's a result, okay? To have purpose means the things we do are of real value to others, okay? That's from Simon Sinek, one of the greatest authors in business, okay? Profit isn't a purpose, it's a result. To have purpose means the things we do are of real value to others. Do we provide real value as therapists? Only you can answer that as a clinician. Are you providing value to your patients? Are you providing value to whom you serve? In my case, as a home health contractor, my company provides value to the home health agencies because we serve their patients, okay? The value we provide them is, for example, we do Oasis when it's PT-only patients, okay? We see patients that are somehow out of area because we have therapists that can cover that area. And bottom line is we improve our patients' quality of life. Unless you improve your patient's quality of life, which is the result, okay? Which is the result of what we do as clinicians, then you cannot prove your value. If you're just there to see patients, but you're not producing results, then there's no value, right? Because now with PDGM, somehow it's value driven, okay? They have to show some sort of improvement. Otherwise, it affects the reimbursement, okay? That's one other purpose of PDGM with the home health contracting. So if you show your value, okay, you treat the patients right, you improve their quality of life, then they will see that. And then as a result, you make a profit, okay? Now, how do we make a profit as home health contractors? Of course, we have to have profit margins, okay? We cannot charge the same amount and pay our therapists the same amount to break even. Let me just put this, okay, I have some air for my computer so it don't crash, okay? So let me give you an example. If you want to grab your pen and write down, okay, Bert, we get it. Profit it is. We make a profit. Profit. How much profit are we going to make if we ever do home health contracting? Okay. So in our case here in Texas, if you haven't been watching me for the past few Mondays, I'm going to repeat again for you. In Texas, the average is $75. Okay. Let me pull up a calculator here. Launchpad calculator. Okay, I'm going to share my calculator. Okay, here we go. Can you see my calculator? Jenny, can you see it? Okay, here we go. So in Texas, the average pays $75 per visit in home health, okay? $75. The way we make profit is whenever a PTA or CODA sees the patient, we pay the assistants $45, and therefore we make a profit of $30, okay? So out of $30, if, for example, your PTA, let's say your PRN PTA does 20 visits a week, okay, times 4 weeks. So you can make a profit of $2,400 per PTA if they make 20 visits a week. Let's say you have 4 of these. Okay, let's say 2 PTAs and 2 CODAs. Then that's a profit of $9,600 a month. You multiply that by 12 months with 4 PRN, PTA and CODA, you can make as much as $115,200 a year. Okay? That's from profit alone. That doesn't even include, the pay for what you do if you're a PT or OT and you do the evals. On top of those visits, you are making this money. Do you see, guys, how we make a profit in home health contracting? $115,200 from 4 PRN, PTA, CODA combined, doing 20 visits a week. That's how much you can make, okay? The average salary for PT and OT, I believe, is anywhere from 75 to 80, okay? And it's kind of declining with what's happening with this pandemic, with the layoffs and furloughs. So now, as a therapist, what do? Okay? If you got laid off, if you got furloughed, what do? Are you just gonna sit around and wait and see if you can get another job, or will you take matters into your hands and do something? Okay? I say start a business on the side, as a side hustle, and do something, make something happen, okay? But whatever you do, always figure out, how in the world can I make a profit? Because if you're not making a profit and you're just trading your time for money, I'm going to keep hammering this, you don't have a business. You have a job, okay? So you got to figure out how can you make a profit, okay? And profit is derived from, your business when you are not doing all the work and yet revenue is coming in. If you are doing all the work, you don't have a profit, you have a job, and you're getting paid for that, trading your time for money. All right? Okay, so let me share with you guys another quote here that I gathered about profit. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let's share this. Share screen. Application. And boom. And here we go. Okay. When you see someone who has turned his passion into a profit, ask yourself, why not me? Okay, that's from Donnie Deutsch. I guess that's how you say it. Can't say the last name. But this is powerful, guys. I want you to read this. When you see someone who has turned his passion into a profit, ask yourself, why not me? Okay. If they can do it, then why can't I? All right. What is our passion as therapists? Our passion is to see patients improve their quality of life, right? We go through all this continuing education. We go through all these specialties. We go to, doctor of physical therapy program or whatever it is, specialize in neuro, specialize in ortho, whatever it is. That's your passion, right? Why can you not turn that passion into a profit? Why? Okay, why not you? Why do you have to limit yourself into having a job before you can use that passion? Who said that the only way you can use your passion is through a job? Who said that to you? Okay? Who said that you cannot use what you know and what you're passionate about unless you have an employer? Unless you work in a SNF, unless you work in a hospital, unless you work for somebody. Who said that? No one said that. It's just how we were programmed as therapists. It's just how, we were trained that you got to go to school, find a job, and that's it. Be the best clinician as you can be. There's nothing wrong with being the best clinician as you can be. But however, there's something wrong when you are limiting yourself, your passion, into just a job. Okay? Why not make a profit? Why not you? I'm challenging you right now. Okay? Why not you? Now, if it's just not your thing and you hate making a profit, it's totally up to you. To each his own. Okay? If you tell me, Bert, I don't really care about the money, come on. You do care about the money. You got bills to pay, not unless you're a rich kid where you got all this money flowing, then yeah, you probably don't need money. But most therapists, we need money. And most therapists are probably still paying student loans. And if you're one of those, okay, ask yourself, why can you not turn your passion into a profit so you can pay your student loans fast or faster? Okay, why not? That's the question for tonight. Ask yourself. All right. Okay, next quote. In the end, all business operations can be reduced to 3 words. Ooh, this is powerful. I love this. All business operations, guys, can be reduced to 3 words. People, product, and the last word is profits. Okay? In our industry as therapists, people is our #1 commodity. Okay? Without therapists, there's no rehab. Without PT-PTA, OT-OTA, and SLP, there's no rehab. Right? People, we are the people of rehab, right? Product, what is our product? Our skills, okay? Our skills as therapists, okay? Whether you're PT, PTA, SLP, you got to know your thing. Our product is to improve our patients' quality of life, right? Unless you know what you're doing, you're not going to produce results. But if you know what you're doing, you produce results, guess what? That leads you to the 3rd word, which is profits. You make a profit. You become likable. Whether you're working for someone, your employer will like you. If you're meeting productivity, if you're producing results, patients are happy. So remember these 3 P's: people, product, profits. Okay? All business operations can be reduced to 3 words: people, product, profits. Same in my business, home health contracting. And the same with those who I mentor in starting their own home health contract businesses. You got to have people. But let me step back real quick. There's a saying that business is easy until you add people, okay? And the reason there's a saying like that is because of this. You have to have the right people in your business. You have to have the right people in the bus, okay? It's like a school bus. If you have a bully in a school bus, guess what? It's chaotic, right? But if everyone is behaved inside a school bus, everyone is getting along like a team, you know, like a basketball team or a football team. You're about to go to a tournament, and everybody's getting along. And you, as the leader of your business, you are the coach of that team. You are the captain of the ship, right? And your people know what they're supposed to do. Then it's peaceful, right? You can run the team very well when everyone is getting along. So, number one, people, do not hire someone you do not like. Do not hire someone you do not like, and trust your guts. If you have some sort of reservation or bad feeling about someone you're interviewing, don't go for it, okay? Do not hire someone just because you need their skills, just because you need a PT, PTA in your business, OT, OTA, or SLP, and their license, but you're not fully sold with their vibe, with their attitude, and you went for it anyway. I'm telling you this, it's gonna bite you in the butt in the end, and then it affects the product that you deliver, because now you have a toxic environment, okay? Just one bad person can create a toxic environment, and then it can affect your profits, because now not everybody's getting along. It's a toxic environment, and therefore, if you have patients that are complaining, then you reduce your referrals that are coming in, and therefore you reduce the profits. So in my opinion, it starts with people. You have to have the right people in the bus, okay? And then hone your product, which is your skills. Hone your skills, keep learning. And then make sure you're making a profit to keep the doors open. All right? Okay, so I think we are due for a short break. I'm gonna stop sharing right now. We're gonna go into a short break. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and put your questions in there. All right? Any questions about profit, any thoughts about it, please feel free to share it. Okay? So don't go anywhere. We're gonna go into a quick break, and then we're gonna continue. I'll see you in a bit.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
All right, we are back. Looks like we're actually gonna finish early tonight. Unless you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer your questions and take this opportunity, to ask me any questions about the home health contract business. And if you want to learn how a home health contract business works, click the link or grab the videos. These are free videos. Go to rehabpreneur.com/Mike Chua. And Jenny, if you can hear me, you might want to paste that link in the comment section. Copy and paste it. So go to rehabpreneur.com/Mike Chua, and you guys can grab the free 4-video series on how a home health contract works. Okay? And then also, if you have any questions, guys, I'm giving you my cell phone number. Text me. I'll talk to you. Okay? My cell phone number, if you want to call me, is 972-649-9909. I'm open. What you see is what you get. Any question about home health contracting, text me, and we'll set up a time to talk, and I'll answer your questions. If I can be of help to you, I'll help you. If I cannot help you, I will at least point you in the right direction who can help you with what you want to do, okay? Again, and I will personally answer these texts. It's not a bot, okay? It's not a bot answering service. I personally answer these text messages. 972-649-9909. Bert here at your service. All right, so we're going to continue. We have a couple more quotes that I want to share with you guys about profit, and this will make you think, okay? So here we go. Share screen and application, and boom, here we go. All right. Okay, so here's another quote. Business is all about solving people's problems at a profit. That's from Paul Marsden Favorite. What a last name, Paul Marsden Favorite. But anyway, this totally makes sense. Business is all about solving people's problems at a profit, okay? As therapists, we solve our patient's problem, right? Whenever you have an ortho case, total knee, total hip, fracture, CVA, I mean, we were trained to do that. Rehab, okay? We solve their problems by improving their quality of life, okay? However, I'm gonna keep hammering this again. It has to be done at a profit. Otherwise, if you don't make a profit, you cannot keep the doors open, okay? And that's all it's all about, you know, that's all there is to it as far as business, okay? Business is all about solving people's problems at a profit, okay? Let's use another industry, groceries, okay? What does a grocery solve? Food, the need for food, right? Do you know of any grocery place where they don't make a profit? Everything there is marked up, right? From your tomato to your canned goods, to your seafoods, to meat, everything is marked up. Unless they make a profit, they cannot keep their grocery store open, okay? Very basic. Gasoline, oil, right? They sell them wholesale to this gas station, and unless they make a profit, they won't stay in business, right? What else? Hospitals, of course, SNF, outpatient. Unless they make a profit, they cannot keep the doors open. So I hope by now, if you're a PT/PTA, OT/OTA, or SLP, and you're still not convinced that there's nothing wrong with making a profit, as long as it's done honestly, there's nothing wrong with making an honest buck. You have to make a profit, okay? But unless you make a profit, you can't stay in business. All right, last one. And I think I mentioned this earlier. This is from me. This is just my opinion. Your sense of accomplishment, I will repeat this. I said this in the beginning. Your sense of accomplishment as a therapist will turn into a disappointment if you don't make a profit. Why? Because if you don't make a profit, you can't keep your business doors open. Therefore, you're no longer in a position to help more people. Imagine that. Guys, as a therapist, if you're not making a profit, you literally are removing yourself from a position to help people. Okay? If you don't make a profit, you're removing yourself from that equation to help people. If you're a solopreneur and everything you do obviously is by yourself because you're flying solo. If you're not making a profit, you can't go on. If you're sick, you can't go on. Okay? Whereas if you have a team of therapists and you're making a profit, guess what? Even if you cannot work, you can still help a lot of people and solve their problems, improve their quality of life, because now you have a team. So if you're a solopreneur or thinking of starting your own business by yourself, ask yourself this question. Do I want to do things by myself, or would I rather have a team of therapists that can see more patients and I pay them PRN, where I only pay them when they see patients for me, and I don't pay them benefits, I don't pay them other stuff unless they see patients, okay? That's PRN in its pure essence. That is my business model. With home health contracting, that I do, because other contractors do it differently, at least in my model. I have therapists that are doing it PRN, okay? I don't pay benefits. I don't pay any vacation pay, any insurance. They're happy because I'm bridging the gap of whenever they don't have enough load in the nursing home, what happens? They get sent home, right? They said, hey, you can't be sticking around unless you meet your productivity. You got to go home or use your PTO. Okay, same with the hospital, same with outpatient. Okay, you have to make some sort of, you have to meet some sort of productivity or number of patients that you can see before, before you can stay or to make you stay. Otherwise, they send you home. So what happens now when you get sent home? Okay, now you have a deficit. You have a deficit. If your goal is to make, let's say, $5,000 a month minimum to keep your budget, for your home, for your car payments, for your student loans, for your food, and the work you have only allows you to make $4,000, so you have a deficit of $1,000. Okay, instead of using credit cards, why don't you come up with a business model that will make up for that $1,000, from a profit, instead of just looking for another job, to make more money. But rather, if you have a business that's going to make you $1,000, profit is way better than wages, because now that profit is not dependent on you trading your time for money. Does that make sense? I hope it's making sense to you guys, because this is really, to me, it's profound. As a therapist, it's profound that you understand that making a profit is really important. Because if you're still one of those therapists who don't think profit is important, then you'll have a hard time doing business. You'll have a hard time, doing things for yourself on the side, or starting your own team of therapists to do work for you on the side. All right. Okay, Jenny, if you can see the chat in Facebook, do we have any questions? If we don't have any questions, we might have to wrap it up tonight. This is a short episode tonight about making a profit. Do we have any questions? No questions. Okay. So guys, that's it for tonight. We're ending short tonight. I wish you guys have more questions. If you do, please text me at 972-649-9909. Any questions about making a profit? Any questions about home health contract business? Okay, text me. And don't forget to watch or grab the videos at rehabpreneur.com/Mike Chua. Grab those free videos. Watch it. You will learn a ton from it, how our business works, okay? I want to thank Mike and Emma for tonight's show here at the Alternative Healthcare Career Group. I want to thank Jennifer for helping me out tonight. Thank you for the support in the background. And guys, if you got any questions, like I said, please feel free to reach out to me. That's it. I will leave you with Jim Rohn's quote, which I said earlier. Profit is always better than wages. Again, profit is always better than wages. All right, that's it. That wraps up our show tonight. This is Bert De Vera, physical therapist, host of the Home Health Contract Show. Good night.